Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin Wolf from Wolf Customs, and today I get to show you guys a piece of kit that I've wanted for quite some time, and that is the Therm-a-Rest Z Lite. My wife purchased this for me for Christmas, and like I said, it's just something that has been missing from my kit for quite some time, and I've just really been anxious to get something like this. The one that I've been using is just a self-inflating Therm-a-Rest pad that, if you guys have watched any of my videos, in fact, I probably would say that I've used this sleeping pad in probably 95% of all my camping videos, including winter camping. Why am I looking at this over that? It's not that I'm looking at replacing the self-inflating one at all. It's I want to add this to it, and let me explain why. First and foremost, where I am at, our temperature average in wintertime is probably about 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's cold, but not extremely cold. So this self-inflating pad here, I believe it has an R rating of around 2 to 4. So it's not the best, but it still works. You just have this slight chill all night long. Well, the major downside to this is it's a ticking time bomb. I'm going to puncture this thing. And when that happens, I'm going to wake up on the ground cold. So if I have a solid mat that packs up decently small and is extremely lightweight, which this thing is unbelievably light. Unbelievably. In fact, when I picked up the Christmas gift, I actually questioned my wife if it was an empty box. So if I combine this with this, it's going to up my R rating, because this here has an R rating somewhere between 2 and 4. I'll put all the information in the description box. But by combining these, it should up it tremendously. And we're going to find out tonight, because the kids wanting to sleep out. It's supposed to drop down into the low or high teens, middle teens, something like that. We're going to see how it does. I think it's going to be exciting. But let me show you a couple other things that I like about this mat. We have this here, which is a sort of reflectix, and basically is what it's going to do is reflect your body heat back up on you. And these little holes, I don't know how else to describe them. It's designed to hold your body heat. So we will see. Comfort-wise, just the mat alone, you know, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, of course, but it's way better than sleeping on all these sticks. And it's also nice being able to lay this down over the top of these little small sticks and know that your mat's going to be okay. You know, and something else is, right now the ground and everything is actually wet. So if I was out camping right now, I've got a place to actually put my knees or my butt if I want to do something, which is nice because my knee is already wet from doing this video. Which, had I not been doing the video, I would have just been using something like this if I was wanting to accomplish anything. So something else I wanted to use something like this for is if I go hunting. You know, I can actually crawl up in someplace, lay part of this out. The other part I can actually put up the tree if I want. I probably wouldn't do that. It's not necessary. But I can fold this over itself and make a pretty decently comfortable mat, I would assume. Then, again, it keeps my butt off the ground so I don't have to worry about conduction. Lean up against this tree. Should be good to go. So in my eyes, I think this thing is great. I mean, it's multifunctional. I mean, I'm going to discover new things to do with this thing as I go along, I guarantee it. But I truly won't know how this is going to do until tonight. Like I said, it's going to drop into the teens, you know, I know that. And that is in Fahrenheit. So, I mean, it's pretty cold, but not extremely cold. Gonna see if this is going to want to slide off my current mat, because I'm going to be inside of a tent because my daughter is going to be with me. So since I'm on the inside of a tent, I'm actually going to put this on the top of my existing Therm-a-Rest, so that way I can take advantage of that reflectix. Now if I was laying in the brush or something, obviously I would reverse those roles. I'd put this down and then the inflatable one on top. Get what I'm saying? So, are they going to slide? I have no idea. That's one of the major downsides of my current one, especially if you are in a sleeping bag. If you are just slightly uphill, slide all night long. You're just constantly sliding off that thing. So, number one, is my sleeping bag going to want to slide off of this? And then number two, is my pad going to want to slide off my existing pad? Definitely going to find that out tonight.
Alright, well, me and my little lady are all tucked in for the night. You good and warm over there?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And the light that's too bright.
Light that's too bright. Yeah. Nag.
It's gonna blind me, seriously.
Well, this is how I am spending my New Year's Eve, right here. Can you tell everybody Happy New Year's?
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's. See you guys in the morning.
Well, guys, after last night, there's not a doubt in my mind that I'm going to love this thing. I mean, just not a doubt in my mind. And I'm actually just really kicking myself in the ass right now for not purchasing this sooner. I've definitely wanted a solid mat for a long time, but it's one of those things that it falls in that price range. That's one of those, it's not just extremely simple to just say, oh yeah, I'm going to buy that. But it's not outside of that range neither. It's one of those, I don't know how to explain it. It's definitely a perfect gift range item. It's the only way I can explain it. Basically, it did everything I wanted it to do. It really did. I did not slide off of it. Oh my God, it was so nice not sliding. Not only did I not slide off the mat actually, I wouldn't say stuck to it, but it felt like it stuck to it. It's as if all these little, I'm just going to call them baffles, I don't know what else to call it, they just kind of meshed together and held each other in place. So the mat didn't even slide, which was really nice also. Yeah, it just did great. And then, you know, comfort-wise, holy crap. The comfort level just went through the roof. I mean, it was extremely, extremely comfortable. And warmth. Very nice. Very nice and cozy. There was never a single chill that went down my back at all while I was sleeping. In fact, you literally could feel, you know, the heat rolling around on your back, which is really, really nice. Something I also had one of my subs point out about this particular mat, because they had seen me talk about it briefly in one of my past videos, is they said I would experience my sleeping bag loft would fill inside these, and then that would give added insulation. And I'm sure that he was absolutely correct, especially with the sleeping bag I was using since it was down. I really think it probably did get in there and have a roll in the warmth. So I'll have to turn it around, you know, sleep on this side and see if, you know, I feel like there's a temperature difference. But last night, with that one experience, okay, I did feel the heat rolling around a little bit. Is it going to do that if this mat was on the ground and I didn't have the extra mat? I don't know. Only time will tell. But ultimately, I'm loving the mat right now. That's all I can say. If that changes and I find out that it's a piece of crap, falls apart, rips, tears after a few uses, this thing and that, rest assured I'll be right back making another video and we'll be talking about it. So, until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and as always, have a good one.